Hey friend, welcome to this episode of Friend Fusion. And today we're going to be talking about what it means to leave a lasting impression. You know, growing up, I was always taught to take really good care of myself. Show up, be that girl because you are that girl. My mama literally said to me, "You are Miss America." And to this day, I still believe it. Who gonna argue with me? Period. But listen, I would remember people, the rebuttal would be to so many other people. I don't care. I ain't gotta leave. I'm not trying to impress nobody. And you know what I realized as I've grown? People who don't want to impress anybody, they don't. Nobody remembers them. But we're in a season where we have to show up, friend. You have to be remembered. You have too much purpose attached to you, too much of all the goodness and grace and purpose attached to your life, not to show up as your best self. This episode of Friend Fusion is going to teach you how to leave a lasting impression. So grab your girls, grab your mom, grab your aunties, grab everybody and tell them it's time to find out how we leave a lasting impression. Stay tuned for today's episode of Friend Fusion.
Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion,
Friend Fusion. Marker and action.
Hey friends, I'm Trinity Mitchell and welcome to this episode of Friend Fusion. Friend, you know me, I am such a makeup girly, a lifestyle girly, and in my scrolling time, which I don't get a lot of time to scroll, I came across this one individual's profile and I said, oh my God. Brandon is tired of my DMs because I send him every video, all the things, the YouTubes, all the things. And one day she commented on a post of mine and I said, oh, it is time. Can't y'all hear the angels, right? I had the opportunity to meet and I've gotten to know and acquainted with the one and only Tiarra Monet. Y'all, welcome her to the set of Friend Fusion. How you feeling, friend?
First of all,
here.
I can't believe I'm here.
Girl.
Because your content has gotten me through the biggest friend breakup of my life.
Really?
So the full circle moment is just that. And I'm so happy to be sitting on this couch with you.
Oh, thank you,
I don't think you understand how your words carry people through seasons and how you affirm people without, it's like, I'm like, is she a psychic? Is she a psychic? Because how does she know what I'm going through?
Wow.
You speak to me all the time. So thank you for having me today.
You're so welcome and thank you for affirming me. Thank you.
Keep going, please.
Yeah.
We need her.
Yeah. So when was your last friendship breakup?
Oh God. A few weeks ago.
Okay.
No, I've been in a space where I've stopped people pleasing. I think I was raised to be a people pleaser, just growing up in church. I don't want to skip ahead, but putting that mask down reveals a lot of the other people in your world and what they really think about you, what they expect from you. And when you stop trying to earn love and you're like, I'm worthy. No, I deserve the same exact love that I give. Mm-hmm. You start to have boundaries and you start to have, normal expectations of the people that you've been pouring into. Mm-hmm. You see and let people do what they want. And then I realized, hey, this don't work for me. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to resent you, so let's just park it right here.
Yeah.
So maybe we can grow apart and come back together. But I think a lot of women in my life don't like that. They want to stay attached. And it's like, no, we're going to resent each other. Let's just...
Yeah.
So the clean
Let's
house.
take some time.
Yeah, to grow and,
Before we got on camera, we talked about being 35. I'm almost 35. You're already 35. And it's just different on this side. It's like, I'm sure about what I want.
Yeah, I think, when they would tell you in your 20s, when you hit 30, you're not going to care. It didn't hit at 30. It literally was 34 and a half. Mm-hmm. And it was just wait a second. I haven't been living for myself at all. I've been living for everyone else. everyone else's comfort. And I'm just at a place where I am radically self-centered.
Yeah. Radically.
Radical.
Yeah. What are some things you've learned about yourself, I would say within the last 2 years?
I mean, I think the one thing that I've learned above all is that I was afraid of my own voice. And that came to like me being able to record like music. Music has been like my passion for years. And I was just afraid of hearing my voice back. I was afraid of putting myself out there. I was afraid of my opinions living in long form content. We were just talking about that too. Realizing that fear has like forced me to kind of, I guess I would say like exposure therapy. I've been putting myself out there more to force myself to get over it. So that knowing that was a fear of mine has just been insane, and it's held me back. And I've just been pouring into that and just trying to like nurture my way back to just not caring and like, everybody's not gonna like what I have to say, and it's okay. So I think that's like one of the most important things, and it's kept me bound in like a lot of areas in my life.
I feel like I'm in a season where I'm going back to being a child. I want to operate as a child, where everything can be my way. And I don't mean that like selfishly or ignorantly. I don't mean not being responsible or accountable, but I mean like I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, or
I want to do that.
Or I want to do that,
and you don't have to do it with me. I'll do it by myself.
I want to be your friend. I don't want to be your friend. You know what I mean?
Kids were so honest, right?
So honest.
Like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, okay. Like kids can do that. But like, or I don't want to play with you anymore. Kids will tell you.
I'm going back.
The boundaries are there, but like as kids we're taught to like not have the boundaries.
Yeah.
Be nice, be inclusive. Play with Jilly. No. She don't like her.
Right.
She don't want to play with Jilly.
And every time she go in and play with Jilly kicking her, pushing her on the ground, calling her ugly.
Literally
play with her.
Taught to like, unwire the natural, like that childlike protection. Like, no. So I'm here for that, but I'm a big kid.
Yeah, I'm going back to it. I feel like, I don't know, it just hit me about a month or so ago, like, why did we stop operating with the freedom of a child? I don't want to operate with the ignorance of a child, but I do want the honesty before somebody told me to make allowance for somebody else's foolishness, before somebody else told me, well, you only get one this or what. No, I feel what I feel.
Aligned.
I'm gonna adjust how I need to adjust, and and I just love it. Like I just love it.
And I think like your outfit is like the perfect like personification of that, because I think I've been doing it with fashion too. Like I've been having a lot of fun with my look again. I've been having a lot of fun with textures, and I would never wear this short skirt. Like I was just like, oh my God. And I'm like, wait, I'm never gonna be this hot again. I need to wear the shortest skirt and show off these tight legs while I can. I need to wear all the colors, the textures. I mean, I was just in Vegas, girl. I had on a fur clutch, big orchid earrings. Like I've been having fun with fashion.
Yeah.
And this is giving fun.
Thank you.
This is fun.
Thank you.
And sexy.
How did I do?
Sexy, girl.
Well, Brandon styles me, I should tell you.
The hair, makeup, face, the legs, the body. Because y'all ain't see her stand up, Jack.
I'm trying to hide my body these days.
That's another thing I'm not doing.
Yeah.
I used to hide my body. Grew up in church, had to wear the potato sack over the yams. And, I was ashamed of being curvy. And it's just like, I'm not.
It's not. I used to do it from a place of shame, especially Brandon helped me so much because I would have never put this dress on.
Really?
I'm talking about very sheltered, very no. But I'm more confident in myself now. But since I'm getting older, I don't know. No, it's just having BJ. My hips spread.
I was going to ask you
2
that.
inches. And I had a booty before, but girl, I don't want this. It's so big, it's in everybody's business. I'm just trying to cover.
No, I was gonna ask you. I mean, not me as a girl. No, but I was gonna ask you. Like, do you think having your son like made you appreciate your body like in a different way, or like?
No, I was into fitness 10 years prior to having BJ.
That's why you look like that.
Yeah, so
we need to work out, y'all. Work out before the baby. You're gonna have to.
No, seriously, because I had him in March, but this time last year, like in July, I was back to my normal self. Like I was still
In 4 months?
I was still adjusting, the postpartum things. But my body, I was back to normal. I was seeing abs.
Wow.
My normal weight is 140. I was somewhere between 137 and 140.
The body keeps score.
Yep.
That's dope.
And so,
That's
and it
inspiring.
wasn't me stressing myself out, going on a rigorous meal plan. My friend Sarah meal prep for me. It started there, and I just kept eating clean.
Did you work out during your pregnancy?
I did. The entire, up until like my last workout was on Thursday. BJ was born Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. Saturday morning, actually, I did cardio on Saturday. Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I just wanted to stay active. I refuse to, sometimes as moms, and I'll shut up because we got to get into this interview, but sometimes as moms, like, it's so easy for you to, like, lose yourself because, you're finding your way into motherhood, you're adjusting, and this baby is being acclimated into your life. But one thing I made a decision, like, I've worked too hard for this body.
I ain't giving it up.
So I see.
I gotta stay.
I'm not gonna do it. So I really it may sound crazy, but I didn't eat. My son does not like sweets, and I think I contributed to that.
I love that. He wasn't used to it in the womb.
Yeah, he had apple juice.
What is this, honey?
He loved the Honest Kids apple juice. We tore that up during my pregnancy. We loved cabbage. Like, the cabbage was, I had things. Like, I think the last 2 weeks I was donut crazy, but during my pregnancy I did not eat crazy. As soon as I found out, and I had the munching things, it's absolutely controllable. I don't think people realize that.
Clock it.
But it's controllable.
They say you only need like 300 extra calories.
Yeah.
They say eat for 2.
Yeah, I used that to eat for 2. Yeah. I started keeping fruits for, like, sweet things, some grapes or something. And I was just trying to be intentional. I'll say that, intentional.
Well, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we're going to be carrying anything over here, but I'm a professional auntie, and I will follow the meal plan.
I love a professional auntie.
Because the meal plan is meal plan.
Yes. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Listen, I want to talk to you about your brand because I think you are a mastermind. I think you are brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I really do. Especially with the footprint of 17 years in social media. Like, you're only 35. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've impacted so many. Like, you have not, a lot of people don't just know you. It's one thing to have a lot of people to know you. It's another thing to impact those people. So you've been impactful too. Like, people don't just know you. Like, there are people on the internet that we just know, but they have no impact,
That's so
But you've built a brand on beauty and lifestyle. But what do you believe image actually communicates about a woman before she even speaks?
So this is, I guess, like, in the season of, like, unlearning and relearning, I was taught to always look your best. Like, my mom did not play. Like, she didn't let me go outside with rollers in my hair. I wasn't able to wear pajamas. I had to look great at all times. And it was something I resented when I was younger. But now that I'm an adult, I realize, especially as a brown-skinned Black woman, like, I already have so many cards stacked against me. The one thing that I can own is my presence, and you only get 10 seconds. Like, someone is already summing you up. They see you, you walk in the door, they already have an idea about who you are, whether you're going to an interview, whether you're meeting a new group of friends, or you're networking at, your job. You only have 10 seconds to announce yourself, like, energetically and physically. So I really wish more women took their looks seriously. And I'm also, like, a girl that, I said it earlier, but we don't have that much time on this earth. And I don't think people really realize that. And it's like, looks max, be the girl that you've always dreamed of. Like, dress yourself up, be your own Barbie if it's hard for you. But
Be your own Barbie.
Yeah,
That's
because
good.
if I didn't take my looks serious, I don't think I would have had a lot of the opportunities that I have now.
Wow.
And I know that's a little cliche, but I mean, we live in a society where the people are looking at you. They are judging you, unfortunately. And I used to be so green and think, no, they're going to feel my energy. They're going to know who I am. No, nobody, they really don't care.
Yeah, I feel it.
So, yeah.
I'm going to use my Sunday school lessons. Who was Solomon? When he went to anoint David as king, he thought it was his brother, Eliab. All right, now, like, I'm tired. It's been a long day, y'all.
It's okay, girl.
But
I ain't passed
when he went to, you didn't pass it, but I passed it. I got us.
My nana was the teacher.
I sort of kind of got us. Listen, so he gets there and God tells him it's not, if I'm pronouncing his name right, Eliab. He said, man, because he thought it would be Eliab because Eliab was so handsome and he looked so good and all these things. But he said, man looks at the outer appearance, but God looks at the heart. And I know we usually use that scripture like in context to like, what's in your heart for sure. But I feel like God is so purposeful that you need to know that man looks at the outer appearance.
And I think we also need to know that, it was different times.
Yeah.
We live in a time where there are cameras everywhere. It's impossible to think that image doesn't matter.
Man looks at the outer appearance. If you're going to be in the business of people, okay, you need to pull yourself together. You need to be intentional. It may not look like this. You may not be a girl who wants to do the whole beat and all the things, but you need to be intentional about pulling yourself together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe that every woman at baseline should be able to put herself together by herself. So you don't have to be able to do like a full beat like this. But me knowing how to do this, I'm always ready. If I get called for a gig tomorrow, I don't need a glam squad, because I'm like, okay, I got this wig, I can put this look together. Like, you should always be able to pull and just at baseline be decent. You don't have to do the things, but you should, as a woman, know how. And I'm glad that my content has helped women like, with their arsenal. And I guess I didn't realize the impact until, I meet women and they're just like, girl, I did my first weave because of you. Or like, I know how to install this because of you. Or I know how to contour. Someone just reposted a hack that I don't even remember doing.
Wow.
She's like, yeah, I learned this from Tiarra Monet. And I'm like, you did? Because I don't remember doing it.
But I'm like 17 years, I get it.
I was like, oh, let me do that. No, but I experiment with myself in front of everybody. I don't care.
I love it. I love it so much. Have you always been confident in how you show up, or was that a journey? And what helped you to grow into it?
I don't think you reach like a destination when it comes to confidence, because like we're always changing. So like, your weight may fluctuate. You may have, like, I never had acne, and then I went through this one phase in my 30s where like my chin wanted to just pop up on me. And I didn't know how to deal with that because my whole life I didn't have acne. So now I'm having to show up, and I swear everybody sees this. Nobody does, right?
Right.
But like, I don't think I've ever reached a place where I'm like, I am absolutely confident, but I do feel like I've reached a place where in my world, I think I'm the most beautiful girl.
Yeah.
Like, I think I am Beyonce. Like, I am so Delulu when it comes to me, because I have to be, because my entire life people have tried to beat that out of me. And I'm just like, okay, there must be something here, because you guys are so dedicated to trying to knock me off my security. Confidence, maybe not, but I'm not insecure, So, it just fuels me to be Delulu about myself. Like,
I love it.
And if I do have an insecurity, weight has been a really big thing, as, the hormones and life. And I didn't drink.
Especially in our 30s.
Child, I didn't drink as much as, like, I drink now, like, socially. So that definitely adds to it. But, like, I know at baseline I have to, like, not get over this weight. Because you're not going to be happy with yourself. You won't be able to show up fully.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I'm not confident. It just means, I may be like, like adjusting myself on set, or I won't be present because I'm thinking about like what I look like to other people. So it's like, if you have like a baseline guardrail for yourself and you know what doesn't make you feel good, just keep those promises to yourself, because then you'll at least be able to show up at minimum 60%. That's pretty much all you need.
Keep those promises to yourself. Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah.
Share with me a promise that you broke.
Oh, a lot. Ooh, jeez. I mean, back to health and fitness. I had never allowed myself to go over a certain weight. And I got married, and I'm, happy, and we're going to dinner, and we're drinking, and we're traveling, and I'm not going to the gym. I'm not meal prepping. We're ordering in, all the things that like I
just laying up. Just
terrible. It's crazy, because when you're in partnership, you're happy to a point sometimes where you don't think, oh my God, I also kept the promise to my partner. Like, he married this version of me, and yes, there's room for grace, but like, I want to continue to be the girl that he married, even if that's physically. Because I just believe that you should always try your best to look good for your partner. But that was
men
the one
and women
thing.
both. I think it's important.
I think men usually don't let themselves go like we do, because we literally give 1,000% when we only got 40. But I think men are usually better at that than women. And I realized, like, oh no, like, I am not taking care of myself. And then with the weight gain came like psoriasis and the acne, and I was like, wait, I don't recognize myself, and I need to honor my partner and honor myself. But the fitness, you cannot let go of that promise.
Yeah, you can't. Because how you look really does determine how you feel. Yeah.
And your future. It's like credits towards your future. And it's like, if I'm telling this man, I mean, I'm using partnership because I think a lot of people will relate to that. But first, the promise is to yourself. But if I'm promising to this person that, you know, to have and to hold, you know, but if I'm not taking care of myself and I'm not healthy right now, this is going to dictate who I am in 20 years and who you have to take care of, you know? I don't think people think about that. So, yeah, I always think about the future self, my future self, anyone in my inner, you know, circle, how my decisions will affect them. And that helps me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. How do you balance looking good with feeling good? And what do you say to women who think caring about appearance is too much?
I don't give a damn about anybody that says caring about appearance is too much, because usually the people that have a problem with that are the people that just can't or don't have the resources to do. And that's just been the history with me. Any pushback I've ever got, oh, you're so vain, you're self-centered. Who else am I supposed to center myself on? Like, this is my world.
Yeah.
Am I not supposed to center myself here?
I feel...
You know, am I supposed to, you know, call my girlfriend and say, hey, what are y'all wearing to make everybody else feel good? No, I'm going to show up as me. If I want to wear a green two-piece and we going to play pickleball, I'm going to do it because it makes me feel good. I also don't involve myself in community with people that make me feel like what I do is too much. That's another thing I learned, back to your other question. Anyone that had any pushback for how I show up for myself, I realized it wasn't a genuine connection. And there was a little bit of animosity there, whether they cared to admit it or not. But I don't surround myself with people that think me being me is too much. I surround myself with people that are like, yes. Can I curse?
Go ahead. All right.
No, I love when, you know, my community now, they're like, I couldn't wait to see you. I know you be late, girl, but it's worth it. Like, you know, I love having people like that actually love me and how I express myself. And again, the people that have a problem with that usually are people that can't.
Yeah, that's good. And I think, too, everybody I've ever known who says, I'm not trying to impress nobody, literally, they never impress anybody. They don't. Those people ain't trying to impress nobody. You don't. That's why you don't get the jobs you could potentially get. That's why you don't get in the rooms you could potentially get in. That's why you don't shake the hands that you should be shaking. You know, and you don't make the moves you could be making because man looks at the outer appearance.
We gotta call it what it is.
Yeah.
And I know we like to be green, but if you, and this is another thing, oh my God, it's coming out, all the lessons. Another thing I learned was, even if I say I'm not playing or participating in this game that everybody's playing, it's still getting played.
Yeah.
Like, me not participating is literally only gonna hurt me because everybody else, the man in the outer appearance, like they are operating on this playing field and I'm trying to be green and I'm over here and it's like not benefiting me at all. And you can still participate with integrity, you know, and that's what I do. But I realized, wait a second, this game is going to get played regardless. So how am I going to strategize, protect myself, participate, extract what I need and go?
What are some things you've done to upgrade your daily look? Like for me, I go to the gym every single day.
Every day?
Every day.
What?
Monday through Friday for sure.
Okay, y'all. So Trin works. She outworks a lot of the people that I know. She go to the gym every day.
I do.
Oh, I gotta go home and get to work. Me and ChatGPT gotta come up with a plan.
Tickle. You look good though. You look good. You gotta do what works for you. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta talk off camera because I need to know how.
Okay, so
the knees
Monday
aren't hurting.
Monday I do legs.
Okay.
Tuesday I recover. So I do like cardio and I do abs and I do chest once a month. But every Tuesday is usually just cardio and core.
Okay.
On Wednesday, I do upper body. So I do back and shoulders for the most part. I do back and shoulders and cardio. I do cardio every time I lift.
Okay, so you're like cycling lift days, cardio days.
I do cardio every time I do cardio every day, every time I lift. So, and then I do on Thursday, I do legs again. Because I need that time. I need those days to recover. So I do Thursday, legs again.
Are you an athlete? Were you an athlete growing up?
I play basketball.
Oh my God.
And on Friday, I do cardio and just core again, or like a full body look workout or something like that. And I usually rest on the weekends, but I just walk. It's still active. I make sure I walk at least 3 miles.
So, okay,
Yeah.
gathered.
I just try to stay active. Now, that's excessive for a lot of people, but
No.
you got to do what you grace to do. If your schedule look like, because when I first had BJ, my schedule looked like
cute.
3 days a week. And I just made the best of that time. I ain't stressed myself out. I'm already trying. I'm barely sleeping. So, I'm going to do these 3 days. So, but over time, I've progressed back into, every
I'm
5
inspired.
times. Yeah. But, yeah. I'm glad.
I think the gym for me helps me with my mental.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I don't work out, I don't think I'm the sharpest.
That's why I go every day.
I probably could say I do work out then 5 times a week, but I'll do like 3 days of lifting, push, pull, leg. And then the other days I walk. I have a 70-pound poodle and he has a lot of energy.
I have a standard poodle. You do? Yeah. Yes.
Nobody has standards.
Yep, we have
I'm
a standard.
actually
His name is
fostering.
Bruno. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to pick him up after this interview.
Awesome.
Yeah. See if we can like handle 2 dogs in the house. 30-day commitment. So pray for us. But yeah, he has, standards. They're super smart. Like they're not like, dogs that you could just like give them a toy and he wants to play with you.
Yes,
like,
and he wants to walk. He wants to go out. Yeah.
So I walk with him, but I think I'm going to be more structured because I want to look like you when I grow up.
Girl, you look great. Look amazing.
Thank you.
You really do.
Look like
yeah. I'm tickled.
But I'm sorry. The question was, what's something you do every day?
Actually, it was not.
Oh.
It was not. I think I started yapping, but it's okay.
Okay.
We'll find our way.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about, the question was, what do you do every day to upgrade your wardrobe? Like for me, I go to the gym every day. So now I'm getting into like, I wear workout clothes every day. And I do want to be better. Like I'm being honest with you, but I wear workout clothes every day.
You're athleisure, girl.
And it's hard because I'm like, I got the way my day is set up, it's hard for me to upgrade my look. So what I've been trying to do is upgrade my workout clothes.
I was going to say that. I revamped my entire athletic wardrobe.
Okay.
So a lot of colors. I'm a jewel tone mommy, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
But a lot of colors, bold colors. I used to shrink a little bit when I would go to the gym. And I would wear like muted colors and blacks. But now you'll see me in yellow, cobalt, shocking red, neon. Anything that like gives me that like dopamine hit when I walk past myself.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I don't hide in the gym anymore. I do put on a little bit of blush and like mascara, lip gloss, even if I'm in the house. Like 60% of the time. And I also upgraded my pajamas, my housewear. So like I wear like really pretty sets, like 2 pieces in the house. I have like summer sets. I have like sets for the winter. Like I really lean in because I work from home a lot, but I lean into like looking cute at home.
Yeah.
And skincare is a must. Like I don't care if I haven't slept. You're going to get the Retin-A, you're going to get the face peel, you're going to get the mask, the castor oil, like anything that I can do to like look my best helps me like feel my best.
Yeah, it's good. This episode is great, right, friend? I know. Join me for more episodes just like this one in my Patreon community. That's patreon.com/yourfriendtrend. I cannot wait to connect with you in real time. I think too, I love what you said about looking good at home. That's something I could work on.
It's easy. I'll send you some links, girl.
Okay, thank you. But I do feel like it's something to like making your life luxury, not waiting for a moment to go on a trip or things to experience good things, but to like,
create those moments.
Create the luxury that you want for your life. Like, what kind of vibe do you want? You know what I mean? And create that vibe instead of, because the reality of it is you may not be able to afford the trip, but you may be able to afford new PJs.
And the feeling.
Like,
when you go on a trip with your homegirls, you are bringing your cute clothes.
Yeah.
You probably don't even wear a nightgown, but we may link up, after dinner for drinks. You're going to wear something cute to go, so create those moments for yourself and, do it without posting, do it without anything. Like it's just for you. It's like my self-care.
Absolutely. Why do you think first impressions matter, especially in rooms of opportunity, business, or new relationships?
Back to, man is going to judge the outer appearance.
Okay.
And I really believe, again, that you have very little time to impress people, especially there's so many beautiful people in this world. Like, I think as a as humanity in general, we've gotten so much more beautiful. Like there's so many like women that are talented, gorgeous, educated, like there's so many of us. There's so much, I guess, quote unquote competition. And it used to be like have your elevator pitch. It's like you need the elevator pitch and you need to looks max. You need to whatever, like I'm a Leo rising. So like for me, when I am going into new spaces, I usually have big hair because it's just like my inner like lion coming out, and I have gotten into astrology post-COVID just out of boredom, but I love it. It explains a lot of things for me. But yeah, like I know for me, I need to have big hair when I'm in new spaces because it makes me feel confident.
Yeah.
So if you can like fine tune like what you feel the best as, like, okay, when your hair is, I don't know if you like a certain shape. It's that simple. It could be like somebody messed up your shape and you don't feel as confident.
Yeah.
But you know how you look your best. You know what'll make you show up fully. So yeah, you gotta show up.
Yeah, you got to show up.
Yeah.
What do you say to the women who may feel like watching? I'm just going to say people watching who feel like it's a lot of pressure and a lot of time that they just don't want to be bothered with in terms of improving their aesthetic. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my cousin, best friend, sister, she is one of the most beautiful women. I mean, her features are out of this world, right? And she's been next to me her entire life. I mean, we grew up, we're 2 months apart. We're like literal sisters at this point. And she doesn't wear a lick of makeup. And it's not that she doesn't want to. I think she's just afraid. So I'm like, when I see you next, I'm gonna sit down with you. We're gonna walk through each brush. I think a lot of women just need time. Like, because when you have that one thing that you don't feel confident about, you don't want to even invest time because you're frustrated already. Like you come into it frustrated. And I think women come into makeup and hair care frustrated because they don't know how.
And then you really can't learn it.
Yeah, because you have a negative like energy already. So like you're not even going to be like optimistic and like a student. You're just going to be like down in yourself. And I've experienced that in my salon era. It's just like so many beautiful women who are just afraid of being seen trying. And it's like, it's okay. Your makeup is gonna look crazy. My makeup to this day sometimes looks crazy.
That is so true.
Yeah, like I could do a beat and I try to recreate it and it doesn't come out the same. And I'll be like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And it could just be the products. Sometimes the products are old, but you gotta like not be afraid to be seen trying. And I know I've been online for a long time. So I have thicker skin than most. But they're going to talk about you anyway. Like, they're going to talk about you if you don't try. They're going to talk about you if you try.
Absolutely.
What do you want to be remembered as? How do you want to show up in your own life? Or, you could play it safe and stay at home.
You work with a lot of people in the industry. You've done all kind of brand deals and all these things over your 17-year footprint of digital media and all the things. I know that it's not even just about being beautiful. But you got to have the right attitude, too. That heightens the impression that you're trying to make. You know, the humility, the gentleness, the kindness, the certainty. So can you speak to the importance of not just showing up looking your best, but also having the right attitude?
What's the term the kids are saying now? Aura? I call it favor.
Yeah.
Favor. It surrounds me like a shield.
That's it.
Okay. Cover me from now, okay? Because it's really favor. And I think, again, back to the unlearning, I used to be ashamed of the favor and I would try to dull and dim because I felt like it attracted like negative people into my orbit. And I just realized that was the devil child trying to get me to not connect to the source. And God, I believe, gave me the sensitivity that I used to be ashamed of. And that sensitivity allows me to be vulnerable, to be empathetic, to go in rooms, to know that this person may not like me, but you don't really have a reason not to like me. I'm gonna still be kind. I'm gonna say hello. You're gonna be like, dang, that girl, she kind of
Because you not liking me ain't got nothing to do with me anyway.
She kind of all right.
Yeah.
But I think if a lot of people leaned into, again, being seen, like rejection is normal. Everyone's not going to like you.
Yeah.
You don't need to be liked by everyone, but leaning into like what makes you unique. If you're an empathetic person, like lead with that. That is a gift. if you're a sensitive girly, lean into that. It's a gift. I happen to be all of it, unfortunately. And it's been really hard to navigate that in this industry because it's very cutthroat. A lot of people aren't who they post to be. And then they come into my orbit with skepticism. Like they're already like, she fake. She ain't who she, and I'm like, no, I really am like that.
Yeah,
Like I am, and it's not that I need anyone's approval, but I just no longer shrink. Like I no longer let people's limiting beliefs like make me feel like I'm too much. And if I'm too much, you could just choke. It's okay. Just go over there with it.
Absolutely.
Leave me alone.
What's one way, as a beauty influencer and all the things, what is one way you believe a woman can instantly elevate her look without spending a dime and without changing her wardrobe?
I think it's tapping into her inner self, like literally believing you are the star of the universe. It's like this light that in my opinion, pops up behind the eyes when you really believe, like, I'm special. I'm here for a reason. It may not always be perfect. It may not feel great all the time. I may be in a low season. I may not be getting booked, or my boss is trying to set whatever you're going through. But if you believe that there's a lesson in everything and you're like, optimistic, but not in a toxic way. I think it shows, like your curiosity shows. And I think the right people can see that light. And also just at baseline, making sure you take care of your skin and teeth. If you don't have any dollars, make sure you take care of the skin, darling. Because the skin will tell the story. Your teeth will tell the story. It's the first thing people see. So, get you some teeth whitening if you have to. Make sure
your teeth
cleaned. Yeah, every 6 months. Go to the dermatologist if you can. If you can't go to the dermatologist, go to TikTok University. But your skin and teeth are one. And then I will go into hair and wardrobe. Because you don't even need makeup to, show up as yourself.
Yeah, for sure. You're a master content creator. How has your digital presence helped shape your personal confidence in real life?
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, thank you.
You are,
I don't feel that way sometimes.
You
I
really
feel like
are.
I'm still discovering what my signature is or what I want to be known for. I am not the niche girly. I am into everything. I mean, I feel like I can relate to a lot of people because I always say I'm a trisexual, no nasty, but I will try. I will try almost everything once.
Okay,
So,
got
like,
you.
I mean, from roller skating.
No
No,
nasty.
because people are like, what you mean by that? But like, like roller skating or like, I may have taken a scuba class. I may have done this. And I can relate to people because I try a lot of things to see like, if I like it. But I feel like living out loud has been like a digital diary or a journal. So I love to be able to go back to different versions of myself so I can see my own growth, because you're not going to always have people around you that clap for you or like tell you like, oh my God, girl, I noticed that you stopped like down talking to yourself. Like nobody's going to say that to you, but I could tell like by the way I speak to myself in my content, the way I speak about myself.
That's good.
I could tell by the way, even, I don't try to cover up certain things that I used to be insecure about. I'm like, we all got stretch marks. Like, we all got discoloration. I'm 50 shades of brown. It is what it is. Like, I'm not going to put on body makeup to look even like I might have done 10 years ago, So that digital journal, diary, seeing all these versions of myself, it reminds me, one, that I am my own avatar and I can create whatever life I want for myself. I have created multiple and lived multiple lives. And, I could just be whatever I want to be, like Nas said.
Yeah. What gave you the confidence to say, I'm going to start doing content? Like 17 years ago? Like, that's crazy.
It wasn't confidence.
It wasn't?
It was lack.
Oh.
It was survival.
Okay.
It was survival. When I say, when Black people say long story short, it's really a long story.
Share it with me.
I grew up in a very, modest home. Money wasn't really a thing. And I wasn't able to go to the college of my choice. And I was so depressed. I had moved back to New York and transferred to study fashion merchandising. And my school was like 9 to 6, so I wasn't able to work. Like, it was impossible. And I couldn't even afford lunch. Like, I would sit at lunch with, some of my classmates were like the daughters of like Time Warner Cable. And these girls were like, we're going to Dishes for lunch. Oh my God. I think I want lobster bisque. Like, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not hungry because I really couldn't afford to eat. But like, I'm like, I'm going to be here one day and I'm going to be fine. But I'm starving. I'm eating my little sandwich, on the side, but I couldn't afford to go to school and I had to withdraw. because I couldn't even afford a Metro card to get to school. And I was depressed, and I just like was in the mirror doing my hair because it's a long story with that too. But the bathroom was my space. That was my only space where I could close the door. I shared a room with my little brother. So, the mirror and doing my hair and outfit.
Girl, you gonna make me cry, child. This is good.
But being in that bathroom and in the mirror was the only time I was able to like escape. So beauty was an escape for me, and I didn't realize it would be a gift. And I had just uploaded a cover one day, and they were like, "Girl, you sound really cute, but your hair looks so dope," because no one was doing soft hair back 17 years ago. Everything was hard, it was crimped, it was spritzed to death. But I had been fortunate enough to go to school in Baltimore, and I learned about the feather and how to make black hair move. And I had this like bowl cut that was super fluffy, and no one was doing these celebrity inspired looks. It was inspired by Rihanna. And that's how it started for me. It was like, "Can you show me how you did your hair?" And I'm like, "Okay, girl." Like, and there's no editing. The camera's in the mirror, and I'm just like, my brother's knocking on the door. He's taking a shower behind me. You can't see it, but it wasn't confidence. It was just like a social outlet. It was the first place I had digital community. And then the check came. And then that was the confidence builder. It was like, wait, people want to hear me? People care about what I gotta say, what I do.
And you said you were in the first monetization program they rolled out.
Yeah, my first check was $421.
Wow.
That was a lot of money back then because my rent was like $800 in New York. So I was like, am I paying my rent right now?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't confidence, friend.
Wow. I love that story. It's resilience.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's the biggest misconception people have about women who are polished or glam?
I think everyone thinks that they're fake or like performing. And I also think there's a lack of empathy for women that appear put together. In my experience, I have been like at the lowest of lows in life, and no one will check in on me because I look like I'm just, like I don't know if I'm supposed to be like, Mary J. Blige, time on my head. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be like, crying my mascara off or whatever, but I never look like what I'm going through. And I realized like a lot of people don't have empathy for you. There's always kind of like this one-sided competition that happens, even if you didn't even ask to play.
Yeah.
It's really lonely to be polished, put together, and even just trying to operate from a place of authenticity because people are always skeptical of you. And I think I've just finally reached a place where I don't even care because I realize in me trying to explain who I am as a person and what I believe in, if someone was already like dedicated to misunderstanding me, there's no amount of explaining that I could do. And, they made up their mind about me. So that radical self-concept, self-love, I'm just like, they're going to misunderstand me anyway. I'm just going to be fabulous. So when you show them my picture, yeah, she look good.
Yeah.
She do.
So was she does. And she does in real life too, y'all.
Love you.
So tell me, how have you navigated the critics on social media that come with building your platform? You've grown up on social media. So what has that been like with the crazy comments, the people that say, I don't like it, I don't like this opinion? How have you dealt with that and still shown up just as beautiful, just as put together?
I don't think it's a destination. Still to this day, sometimes I have to type out and cuss somebody plumb out and delete it.
Okay.
Like I have to sometimes because it's just like, but then I realize like some people's only source of dopamine and the only time they go interact with a bad is in this comment section. So I'm going to ignore you now.
Okay.
Because you're not going to stress me out in my world. But I used to like clap back at people and I realized people would bait me to clap back. And then it'd end up on these little gossip blogs and I've had stalkers. I've had people taking photos outside of my home. I've had my mortgage posted on these blogs. I mean, all sorts of things. I don't think you ever get to a place where you're like secure with that. And I'm always like hyper vigilant and protective of myself and like my family. But it's scary. Like people will literally like make it their like mission to like stress you out. Like I'm gonna wake up and stress this girl out today. What I do now is I try not to look at the comments, but then it's like I do need to engage with my audience because there's so many women that have literally grown up with me too.
Yeah.
So I try to balance that. Like I'll interact for the first hour. Those are usually the people that genuinely care about me. And then the trolls come later. So yeah, I try not to look at the comments. I don't look at the blogs anymore. I used to crash out looking at, I'd be like, why would you say that about me? You don't even know me.
Right. It's just create a story.
Oh my God. I mean, I've heard things about myself. I'm like, should I just start showing up as the girl I think I am? Because my God.
Right.
But yeah, people are just bored and miserable. And once you really realize that this is people's daily fix, like they come online to feel something, you just decide to not participate. Like,
sure.
okay.
Yeah. Do you yourself ever feel like the pressure to always be on when you want to be relaxed? Or, like, what is that like? How do you find rest and still be on or not be on?
See, it's so weird because I feel like I was born on. Like, I'm just no. I mean, like, I genuinely love people. Like, I'll be in a supermarket. Like, I'll have a full blown conversation with someone. Like, I'm always curious. I love to people watch. I love to make up stories about people. Like, I'll just go sit with my dog and just people watch. Like, I just love people, and I'm a curious woman. Yeah, I don't know. I'm always on. Like, I'm just a bubbly connector type of girl. And I think people don't expect that from me. Like, I don't just like turn off. I wish I did because I'd be tired. But I genuinely be like, oh my God, this could be like that one connection. Because I've had so many of those. Like, it could be like that one. I mean, I've had customers who I serviced when I was in my early 20s who are now in the C-suites of some of the biggest brands right now. That remember our conversations and say, I remember you said you wanted to do this. And I'll get cast for, this is a woman that met me 10 years ago. You know, so I just firmly believe that you never know who you're meeting. You never know who you're talking to.
So true.
I respect the janitor the same way I respect the CEO, CFO. And yeah, you just never know who's sent to be a blessing. And I think people mess up by, you know, only being kind to people that have 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers, or only being kind to her because she works at Revolt, or, you know, like, no, don't be strategic, be open, be curious. That's just
Be genuine, be real.
Be authentic and be genuine. Yeah.
Absolutely. What's something you wish more women knew about owning their presence, especially Black women?
That people will be skeptical and you just got to keep pushing. It's okay. Like, everyone's going to have an opinion. It's just like a booty hole. Everybody got one. The dogs have one. Every animal, every mammal. You know, it's just, people are going to have opinions, and you just got to have your blinders on. Because if, I don't know if it's because I'm 35, I'm closer to 50 than I was, you know? And it's just like, I don't want to waste any more time worried about other people.
Yeah.
And I thought this was going to happen to me again at 30. It happened a little later. If I can encourage women to, like, I don't care if you're 25, start now, centering yourself. And your opinion is the only one that matters.
Yeah, for sure. In what ways can image be used to reflect our values and not just trends?
Oh God, I feel like we live in this like aesthetic, trendy world now. It's so exhausting. That's exhausting. And I think it's hard to not participate because the algorithm favors that. You know, we live in this like groupthink, hive mind world. So like people are trained to even, you know, be gravitated towards that, even if it's not what they really like or want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel, what was the question again?
In what ways can image be used to reflect our values, not just trends?
Oh, okay. Yes. I was like, girl, you going off on aesthetics. It's hard to not get tied up in trends, and it's hard to not like dilute your values because, again, the algorithm rewards like a certain subset of content or like the way you look, or, you know, even like with a lot of my homegirls are like natural influencers and they feel like their reach is stifled because they don't look like baddies per se. And I'm like, you are bad as hell.
Right.
Like, why does your hair not being straight mean you're not, you know, a baddie? But I think, again, it's the blinders. You have to have your blinders on, and you have to believe that no matter how small or large, if your goal is to reach other women like you, show up for those women. Like, try to think about the people that are interacting with your content and not trying to appeal to people who weren't seeking you out in the first place. So like, I know who follows me. I know it's usually going to be a brown skinned girl who's curvy, who, you know, has literally got it out the mud for the most part, or she was an entrepreneur, or, you know, she's someone who may be neurodivergent. Like, I know who my audience is. So I don't care if I don't get 1 million hits on this video. I'm not going to agree on things publicly just so that the algorithm or like brands favor me. I'm going to stand on this planet by myself.
Yeah.
And hopefully that attracts, the right amount of people, the right type of people.
Absolutely. If a woman is watching this and feels invisible, what would you say to her to help her feel worthy of being seen again?
Whew. I mean, one, I would probably hug her because I know what that feels like. I think being a part of the inception of social media, I've gone through so many ebbs and flows of feeling invisible. I've seen people steal my techniques, rename them, coin them, and get millions of videos because they were a different skin complexion. I've had people steal my literal words, and hooks and intro. So I felt invisible often, even to this day. But the one thing I would do again is hug her because it's never going to end. Again, there's a game being played. And, people aren't as pure-hearted and, kind. And once you accept that, I think it's easy to pour into the people, one, that make you feel seen. I would tell her to audit her circle. I would tell her to face the light like a sunflower. Like, whoever makes you feel good, face them. Like, don't worry about the people that make you feel bad because that is just your body protecting you and telling you that is not a safe space. And I think a lot of us, and I'll speak for myself, I think I spent so much of my 20s trying to prove and earn from people that never really, cared to begin with. And it was like all these people around me I was ignoring because this felt like I had to conquer this.
It was 10 people loving me, but I'm going to focus on the 2 that's mad at me. That's how we do.
Why do we do that?
We're prone to negativity. We're humans.
Because we ain't getting chased by lions.
Yeah.
I think I read that story.
Yeah.
Essentially, we don't have any true danger. So we highlight, that's like danger to us. And we're like, let me fix it.
Yeah.
But and I would tell her to do mirror work. It's uncomfortable. I still have to do it, but just literally looking at yourself in the mirror, saying nothing, play, I don't know, whatever music you like, affirmations, but just looking at yourself and looking at your body, as you do your self-care, actually connecting, because we don't really have time or take time to connect with ourselves. And it's really just a disconnect from self. And once you realize, wait, I am my own best friend. I'm always here for myself. I'm the only person who, you have to really center yourself. And I know I keep saying that, but it's been the one thing that has contributed the most to my healing.
That's good. You talk about making videos, your little brother's in the background getting in the shower, y'all sharing a room.
Child.
To now, I see your videos. You are not sharing a room with your little brother. You have a beautiful home, a beautiful closet. Can you talk about persevering through things like that, through the hard times to get to the other side?
I just spoke about this the other day, but do you know when you were kids in school and they would say draw a picture of your future, and everybody would draw the house with the picket fence, the dog, it's they're holding the kid's hands or whatever. You wanna know what mine looked like?
What?
It was a high rise.
Okay.
I was at the top of the high rise with that Aaliyah swoop and a little black dog. And I think in the picture I drew a truck. I think it was a Range Rover. That was my dream car. That wasn't my first luxury car. I was a Mercedes. Praise God anyway. But I saw my future. I knew that I was gonna get out. I knew it. I grew up on 182nd and Southern Boulevard in the Bronx. Bus stop right outside my window. I mean, barely any natural light. I knew I could envision my future. I'm I need a high rise because I need light. I hate being in the dark. I feel depressed if there's no natural light coming in. I knew I wanted a dog because I knew really young that I didn't want to have kids. I knew I wanted this truck because it was unassuming and I wanted to be the girl on her heels hopping up into her car. I envisioned the future and I knew no matter what, I was going to get out. And I think you just have to have that Delulu, that level of Delulu, and we lose it as we get older because I've had to recharge that battery for myself because you get stagnant and you oh, I guess this is it. I did the thing, but I started sketching again. What do I want to see? Because it's a form of
You started sketching again most recently.
I did.
Wow.
I did because I realized I sketched maybe 5 years ago and I realized that wasn't what I wanted. It was I was slowly leaning towards the trends, leaning towards what I should be doing at this age. Oh, I never wanted to own a home to live in. Never. So I knew these things as a kid. And, you get married, you buy the house, you're doing the things that you're supposed to do, but that's not everyone's story.
Yeah.
So I think you have to just continue to doodle. That's how I like to have fun. I'll just doodle all through my journal. And sketch out and bring your vision to life, even if it's your body. I even will edit my body the way that I want. So, I don't got a lot of calf meat. So in my little edit, I have these legs that I'm gonna have. I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna build these calves. I'm gonna drink the protein. No, but I like to visualize. I need to see, because it literally happens for me.
I'm so happy for you, because I think what you said to me is you don't focus on just looking good and focusing on what you want to see when you look in the mirror, but you're still focusing on the things you have yet to see. By just sketching it, you still make, you bringing it. It's like you said, it's manifestation. You're like, I want whatever it is. You know what I mean? Would you share with me what you sketched recently?
Oh God, it was this ridiculous house.
Okay.
Well, the one a few years ago was this ridiculous. I hate cleaning.
Okay.
I outsourced that. Girl, being in this townhome is too much. It's 3,000 square feet. And I'm just like, how do people have 5-bedroom homes? Because even me maintaining my townhome is a lot, and I'm like, no. I had to get back to the drawing board. I love apartment living.
Okay.
I love it. Maybe this one is going to be a 2-floor so that I have the space, the townhome vibe, but I don't have the same, responsibility with, the exterminators and all the things you got to do on your own. I don't want to do it. My husband don't like to do it either. So, but yeah, it was this ridiculous home. I had a G-Wagon there. I don't even like the way that car drives. I don't even it's a status thing. So I edit my vision too. Because I'm like, why do you want that, girl?
Edit your vision.
Why do you want that?
I like that.
I want a Bronco, a vintage Bronco. I know, I have to edit because back to what you said earlier about trends and following the status quo, that is not, everyone does not have to follow the same blueprint. And just check in on yourself, check in on your why. Why do you want this house? Is it a status symbol? Why do you want this car? Do you want to be fit because you want to look good or you want to feel good? What is your why?
It's good. I love that. Edit your vision.
You have to.
Yeah. You could change your mind.
We are not pillars. You can change.
It's good. So I want to say to everybody watching, regardless of where you are, what you're doing, what you wanted to do, it's okay to edit your vision. It's okay to edit how you show up, right?
It doesn't make you fake. It doesn't mean you are just unreliable and just all over the place. You should be a student of life. So as you're getting new information, it should edit the way you think.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But yeah.
What's the greatest insecurity, before we go, what's the greatest insecurity you've had to overcome to remember that you are that girl?
Ooh, greatest insecurity. I used to be really insecure about my memory. I just didn't understand why I couldn't retain things like everyone else. And it made me feel stupid. It made me feel like, oh, maybe I'm not that smart. And I was recently diagnosed as ADHD and attentive in November, right around my birthday. And it opened up the gates for me because it gave language for the things I've been feeling, my forgetfulness, my stuttering, the fact that I could have all of these ideas and not be able to start sometimes, or, I could build these businesses but not be able to maintain them. And, I didn't realize that I needed to hire my weaknesses and all these things. But that diagnosis helped me see myself in a way that if I hadn't, I don't know if I'd be able to even be here today. Because last year was probably one of the hardest years of my adult life. A lot of loss, a lot of grieving, grieving who I thought I was, grieving, how I showed up for people, grieving the fact that my mom wasn't able to support me in a lot of ways because she didn't have the tools or even know. So it was this undoing, and I had to literally piece myself back together. And the gym was a huge part of that. Some of the insecurities were physical, but the gym.
Right.
And it helped with my mental too. And I realized okay, girl, this is how you're going to support yourself. No one is coming to save you. You are the only person in this body, so that acceptance of myself has helped I mean, I don't even know if I even believe in insecurities when it comes to me anymore. Because it's like, girl, absolutely. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You know, your little thighs jiggle when you walk. It's fine if you don't remember a task. It's fine if you mess up, you know? And I'm very gentle with myself. I am reparenting myself and just giving myself a lot of the love and nurture that I was seeking in, you know, female friendships and even from my husband, from my mother. I had to give it to myself. And I think once you're there, I don't even think it's so impenetrable. Like, I don't even think an insecurity could pop up on me. I'd be like, yeah, you're right, girl. That pinky toe a little crooked. She's still fine, though.
Right.
Like,
She looks
okay.
good. She looks good.
She may be forgetful, but she ain't ugly.
Right. I always say that. There are some things about me, but I'm cute. Okay, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get through this. Like, you know, we're gonna be fine, you know? Even if my makeup is bad. Because it happens.
The face card is flawless.
Okay, thanks, friend. So is yours.
Thank you.
But I just feel like, you know, I ain't ugly.
They can never say that about you.
They can't. They can say some
I
stuff.
can't say that about Trans.
That's it. They can't. I'm so appreciative of this interview.
Much fun.
This has been a really great conversation.
Thank you for having me. You've been working really, really hard. And for you to take time to pour into your audience like this is, please don't ever stop.
I won't.
I see bigger and better. I see studio productions. I see you on a network. Yeah. Yeah.
I receive it. I receive it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come, and you gonna drop me off at the network in your G-Wagon or the Bronco?
Oh, it'll be the Bronco.
The Bronco, I love that.
It'll be the Bronco.
I love that.
Wait, what's your dream car?
You know, it's so funny, the Bronco.
Are we friends?
It is so crazy because I got my last car in 2021. And
What you have?
my heart was set. I don't want to say because people, you know, they weird. Okay. Those.
Off camera.
Yeah, off camera. But I wanted the Bronco. However, they didn't make it. They delayed it. It was COVID. All the things had happened.
It was
and
a long wait.
they only had the smaller version one. And but I love that big Bronco. It is just amazing. It's so
I could see you in
beautiful.
that.
I'm talking about cute. Yeah. But I love a good mom car too. I don't know what's wrong with me. I love a good third row.
A Bronco could, it don't have a third.
You don't have a third row. But I love a good third row, girl. I mean, I don't know why.
We got one baby. What we need a third row for?
I don't know. I just like it. Don't nobody even sit
Where's
back there.
honey? What we need the third row for?
He says the same thing, but nobody even sits back there, but I just like it.
Just to have the space. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just, I come from a big family too.
Come pick up BJ and you know, the Bronco.
You know, you're responsible for picking me and BJ up. That's what we're gonna let you pick the Bronco. Because I need that third row. I ain't having no more kids, but at the same time, it's just something about it. Just make me feel, you know.
It's a Barbie car to me. And yeah, again, I am my own Barbie.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good thing to leave on. Yeah. We're our own Barbies.
Dolls.
Yeah. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate this. This is amazing. This is amazing. Friend, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Friend Fusion. Whatever you do this week, friend, and remember, you are your own Barbie. So, baby, show up. Put her together. Love on her. Hug on her. Get in that mirror and look at yourself and say, you know what? I can do this. I'm going to make sure that everybody that I align with, everybody that does not align with who I am, who I'm certain that I am, I'm not going to do life with them. Because I love when you said, if I'm too much for them, I just don't. Yeah. And if you feel like you're too much for anybody or not enough for anybody, it's okay to walk in solitude until your light brings the people that are actually for you. So whatever you do this week, again, please, friend, and remember that you are your own Barbie. I'll see you back on the next episode of Friend Fusion. Bye, friend.
Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion, Friend Fusion.